way back in the woods, way back where I shouldn't go, way back where the knotty pine fade away.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Simple Outdoors. Today we're just going on a short walk in the rain, just a random adventure, and this one's for Tony. Tony is a fellow hiker, camper who recently just had a minor stroke. He's recovering very well, but this little hike here, it's for you, Tony. I got the umbrella today. Didn't want to put the waterproof case on the camera because the sound would be horrible. But today we're at a city park, abandoned city park, and I'll take you around the park and tell you a little bit about it, as much as I know. This here is a stream. This was a little creek that flows what used to be a nice large pond. It's flooded now because of all the rain, but before we got all of this rain, it was just a little creek about that size there, and it flowed right through here. Used to be a beautiful pond. It had a bunch of geese, a bunch of ducks, a ton of birds, and a couple beavers, muskrats, river muskrats. I don't know what they're called, but they're like little weasels, river weasels. This used to be a pond that people would swim in it. They would have a swimming hole in here. It was all sandy bottom and about 6 foot deep. It had some bullhead in it. People fished here. It had some bullhead, some carp, and some sunfish. But they got rid of the swimming hole, and I'll show you what the city did. And over here they had this was before they closed all of this, before I moved up here many years ago. They put a swimming pool up here, but obviously it closed before I moved up here. They put a swimming pool here, and they closed before I moved up here, but now they put a fence with barbed wire, and they filled it in with cement. So the swimming hole was in the pond. They put the swimming pool in, and obviously they closed down the swimming pool. And that used to be the beautiful pond, which is not a pond anymore. It's very wet out here. Probably hear the squishy squish of my feet. But this pond used to be very beautiful. Like I said earlier, it had a bunch of ducks and geese. Now there's just some birds in the trees. There's train tracks that go up there, a couple houses over there. Now the stream flew into the pond and down and out into the river in the city. We're only a couple miles outside of the city, but the city owns this. So over here is why there is no more pond. The dam had some galvanized sheet metal on it. Now there's a waterfall over here, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me. But right here is where they had the sheet metal on the dam, and since it broke a little bit, instead of, you know, putting up a couple more panels of sheet metal, they tore it down and destroyed the pond. And you know what I said about that? It's a damn shame. And now it's just sitting here, you know, pretty much going to waste. I mean, maybe this summer there'll be some more wildlife here because it's very early spring, but there used to be wildlife here year-round. So there's a little bridge there, there's a little trail that goes up to the train tracks, and a little trail that goes over there, and a little trail that goes over there, just a little walkway path. But I'll show you the waterfalls, and probably won't be able to hear me much, so let's just go. Path goes up there. I'm gonna get rid of this umbrella because it's gonna be slippery down here. And very wet. A lot of rain since the last time I was down here, and a lot of water. Trying to get over here. It's a beautiful spot. I don't know why they tore down the dam. I could have just bought a couple pieces of sheet metal and donated it myself. Got a lot of rain and snow melt. Water's pretty high. Be a good camping spot right here. It's quite peaceful here. This is still technically in the city. There's not many fish in here. I don't think they can get up this far upstream from the river. Probably about a mile down that way. Unless it's flooded like this, but I've never seen or caught anything. I caught a few baby bullhead by the waterfalls there, but that's it. I haven't seen or caught any larger species. But on a nice sunny day, this would be a great spot for a picnic. Little stealth camping. be a good area to set up a hammock and relax during a nice sunny day, if we ever get those here in upstate New York. It's 60 one day and a snow blizzard the next. But sitting by this waterfall is, with the sound of the water, it's pretty relaxing. Water's pretty dirty and muddy too. Here's some kind of den. Probably a beaver or fox den. Don't want to disturb it. Or some kind of river muskrat. But this used to be a beautiful pond. I mean, it's still nice and peaceful. Here's a little trail that just goes up to the train tracks. People walking their dogs or whatever. And then a little clearing lane for the utility poles. The weather calls for rain and downpouring rain for the next 2 weeks. So hopefully I'll be able to get some camping in for the April Stealth Camping Alliance Bushcraft Challenge. But just even though it's raining, I wanted to still get out. And you know, this one's for you, Tony. So you're making great progress. If you don't know Tony, go follow his channel, subscribe to his channel. It's Random Adventures 2.0. And lots of people have bought him a coffee on buymeacoffee.com, RA 2.0. I'll put the links in the description. But you're making very good progress, Tony. So very determined. My mom, a few years before she passed away, had a major stroke. Completely paralyzed her whole side. She could eventually walk with a cane, but only with supervision with someone right next to her. Her balance never really came back much. But so she was in a wheelchair. She could walk to the bathroom and back by herself, you know, after a while. But then a couple years later, she came down with a very aggressive breast cancer and just spread like crazy, and couldn't do much about it, and passed on Christmas Eve 2008. But even you know, men, women should really get checked out. Her stroke was from high blood pressure. She didn't know it. So always take care of yourself. Get checked out. And do some random adventures. Because you never know. It's nice and peaceful out here, even when it's raining. I mean, even a little trickle of water runoff. The sound of that's peaceful. Yeah, Tony, the squirrels you have down there in Pennsylvania, they're really chunky. Up here in New York, ours are all skinny. So I don't know what kind of food source they have down there, but those are some chunky squirrels. We just have regular, normal, skinny squirrels around here. And since that dam broke, there's no more fish in here from what I can see. Being up here a lot. And it's also raining today, so there's probably not many, all the animals, except for the birds, all the animals are probably smarter than us being out here in the rain. They're probably in their dens having a cup of coffee right now. But yeah, this used to be a nice park. They could have really fixed it up really cheap and not that hard to do something with it. So hopefully I'll get to go camping in the next couple weeks. Yesterday was a beautiful day. It was like 60 and sunny, no rain at all the entire day. Had to put all the brakes on the car, on our other car, and that took up most of the day. But it was at least nice to get out in the driveway and listen to some tunes and just take my time with it. But yeah, this is the pond no more. I mean, it looks like a pond now with all of the rain and the snow melt off and the flooding, but when it's normally a normal kind of season, this is just a pretty much small creek that flows in here. And they used to put their kayaks in here too. It's a small pond, but just to paddle for a little bit, just back and forth. And since I was busy yesterday, I wanted to get out and do a short walk and check out this park again. I usually come and take a look at it, see what's going on every week or two. I mean, who knows, in that waterfall underneath the falls there could be a few little fish in there a couple years ago, but I don't know now with the dam broken down. A bunch of litter. It's a damn shame. I mean, with the pond you can see where the water came up to. It used to come up right to about here. and then over a period of time used to come up to about right here. So it was about 5-6 feet deep, and then all of the weeds and what are those, cattails? Yep. All the cattails started growing after they tore the dam down. If it wasn't really wet out here, these would be great fire starters if they weren't wet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a little damp, but if you kept it in your pocket and let it dry off, it's a little damp. It doesn't absorb a lot of moisture. It's amazing. But yeah, perfect fire starter. It's like cotton. Well, it's almost time to head back home. Probably have some more coffee. But I just wanted to get out for a short little walk because, like I said, the weather app said it's supposed to rain every single day for the next 2 weeks. April's like that. March, April is like that here in upstate New York, northern New York. Oh, there is some kind of muskrat swimming, or is that a beaver? I can't tell. Just see it. In between the two weeds there. Oh, look, yeah, it looks, I don't know, what is it? It looks like a little beaver. Well, there is a little wildlife here still. But Tony, we all love you, man. So keep pushing on. You're doing great work. And stop feeding those squirrels. They're getting too chunky. But even with the rain, it's still nice to get out. So you guys out there, just go out and do this. Quick walk with an umbrella. You know, 5-10 minutes, and then go get some coffee or something. You know, just get a cheap raincoat or whatever, cheap umbrella. Just get out there, do something. Do a random adventure. Just wanted to make a quick stop on the way home. Oh, the geese are over here. Sorry for the raindrops on the lens. Left my umbrella in the car. These are the locks to the river. This is a good fishing spot too. Some raindrops are going to be on the lens. That's okay. It's just a quick walk right down here. In the summertime, with all of the leaves in the brush, this would be another perfect stealth camping spot. I mean, we're close to the houses here. That's the other bridge. That's where I was last time. good fishing in here during the summer. A little drizzly out here. It's going to be like this for probably another 2 weeks every day. Unless they change it. It changes every 3 hours. So it's hard to plan stuff. I came out in the rain just for you, Tony. Watch out, buddy. Yeah. Hiss, hiss, hiss. Where's your girlfriend? Maybe on a summer video I'll take all you guys on a little tour of the little city here. Well, let's see if I don't get attacked by some geese. Definitely a lot of goose poop. Yeah, Tony, I guess you guys have chunky squirrels down there. We have chunky geese up here. I'm not gonna walk too far down. The umbrella's in the car. Well, folks, I'm gonna go back to the car and head on home. But if you guys like, comment. Let me know if you want more day walks like this. Give you a little tour of the not so fancy big city. It's more like a village. Well, I'm getting a little wet out here, so well, guys, that's it for now. Thank you. I'm gonna head out now, so thanks for joining me on Simple Outdoors. Tony, you take care, buddy. I'll be watching your progress, and hope everybody has a good day. So till next time, everybody, bye.